Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rose. Today's video, we're going to be talking about what it's like to actually work at a lash studio. I'm going to be telling you guys about the interview process, what to expect when you actually work there, and when to get out, okay? If you are a lash tech, lash artist, or esthetician, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. I have so many other videos for you guys to check out, so make sure you guys check out those videos too. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. So you just got out of school, you're a licensed esthetician, and now you're ready to go out there and start working. Now, as a lash artist, there are two different type of lash artists, okay? We have one that just goes straight into being independent. You got your lash suite, you're working by yourself, you're working for yourself. And then there's people like me, okay? I decided that I wanted to work in a team environment. I wanted to work in a lash studio. I wanted to see everything I could about how to run a business. And I wanted to evolve as far as like doing lashes. Like I wanted to do eyebrows, I wanted to do waxing. I just wanted to really get into what it's like to be an esthetician. So I started looking for corporate places to work so that I can learn as much as I can and just really get into the field, okay? I wanted to make good money and I wanted to make it fast. And if you are in the cosmetology field or the esthetician field, you know that this is something you can make fast money in. A lash studio that a lot of people know is Amazing Lash Studio. Deca Lash is also one of them, or even Lash Lounge. These are great corporate studios that you can work at so that you can get more experience. If you are interested in working in a lash studio, the interview process is usually the same. I think for both Amazing Lash and the private studio that I worked at, it was pretty much the same type of interview. So you would come in, preferably you would have your Instagram or you have pictures of your work so that they could easily see it. You do need experience, but what's most important is that you have that license. You're authorized to work, okay? You are a certified professional. That's very important for any lash studio that you go to, especially if that's a state requirement. When you come into the interview, make sure that you have your work available for them to see. Pull up your Instagram, or if you have pictures on your phone. Now, if you don't have any experience, that's also okay. A lot of studios will accept you if you are just coming into the field. I have seen a lot of lash techs get thrown in there. You're definitely gonna have a training period, so make sure you're aware of that. You're probably gonna have maybe 1 or 2 weeks of just straight up training with either another lash artist or your hiring manager before actually taking on those clients. Another thing when it comes to your interview is to actually take it serious. This is not a field where you just have an excuse to be casual and comfortable all the time. So make sure that you dress up for your interview. I know that's probably something that doesn't need to be said, but I've seen a lot of girls come into their interview just really casual. It's important that you are always professional, especially with working with a bunch of girls, especially with your hiring manager or the supervisor. Just always be professional. Don't just assume that you have the job because you're a lash artist and you know you're good at what you do. Now that you have moved on to the interview process, what can you expect when you get into the field? What is there waiting for you behind those doors, okay? One thing I didn't expect when I started working at the lash studio that I was recently working at is that it was very calm back there. A lot of people stay in their rooms. A lot of lash techs are really to themselves. I mean, you have a couple of people who are very extroverted, but I think a lot of the times we are always in our rooms. We're just chilling. Either we're with our clients or we're just like chilling on the phone, okay? Especially if you have your own room, it's really like that. But if you have like an open space, they're more talkative back there. But for the most part, it's really quiet. Not a lot is going on. Everybody's working. Everybody's just doing their own thing. training. When you become a lash tech and you are actually in the field, you're gonna have different clients. You're gonna have a lot of clients, okay? You're gonna have clients from all over the world. And I really mean that. A lot of women get their lashes done, a lot more than you expect. Depending on where you're working and what demographic is around, you might have older clients or younger clients. When I was working at Amazing Lash Studio, I was working at an older town, so I had a lot of older clients. I'm talking about like 70 years old clients. And you would be amazed of how much they want their lashes done. You're gonna be talking to a lot of different people. So, you know, get accustomed to talking. So when you start working, expect to talk and to communicate with your clients and to engage in the communication. Like, let that be something that you learn, is how to communicate with different people from all walks of life, okay? When it comes to products and services, if you're a lash tech and you never worked with pomades, most likely that's what the lash studio is going to use because it gives them a consistent style. So if you haven't already, look into pomades, look into pre-made fans. You're not going to really use a lot of handmade volumes. I know that a lot of lash studio has that option, but it's really 1 in a million, okay? And those clients are most likely going to be your clients. You're most likely going to be using pomades, pre-mades, or you're gonna have a lot of classic set. So isolation placement is very important when you are working in a salon because you want it to be consistent. You want the styles to look kind of the same every time the client comes in, and you want to be able to let another lash tech work over your work. Also with services and stuff like that, make sure that you are learning, okay? It's a good way to learn, okay? Lash lift, waxing, lash tinting, eyebrow waxing, all of that. Make sure you are taking the time to learn. Watch other lash technicians as they do their services. Make sure that you watch those videos during your training period because those videos are gonna help you throughout your whole career, okay? When you have downtime, always take the opportunity to learn a new skill. Now moving on to when you should leave. When is it time for you to move on to the next stage? This is going to be different for everybody. I just want to say that do not let social media, do not let society tell you that if you stay in this place, you are a failure. If you stay in this place, you're not going to take your business anywhere. I do want to say that there is always going to be a time for you to leave. And I think the time is going to be a feeling. You're gonna feel burned out. You're gonna feel unappreciated. You're gonna feel like, okay, I want to take my work to the next level. My craft, my skills, I want to take it to the next level. I think that's a good way to know that, okay, maybe it's time for you to prepare an exit plan. A lot of lash techs stay stuck in this kind of stability that lash salons give them because they do have a check coming in every 2 weeks. They do have consistent clientele. Like, they literally have nothing to worry about when it comes to income. No matter if you have clients or if you don't have clients, you're gonna make some money, okay? So I understand when lash techs find it really hard to leave the lash salon. When it's time for you to leave, take the opportunity to set yourself up for a successful exit plan. If your skills are getting better and you think you can really have a shop by yourself, working for yourself, creating your own lash studio, then create a business plan so that you can take that leap of faith. And the lash studio is always gonna be there. So if you do fail, if it doesn't work out or you went too fast, you can always go back into a lash studio. All right, you guys, that is all of the tips that I have for you. I hope that this can help you visualize what it's like when you are going to be working in a lash studio. Don't be scared to apply. Don't be scared for your interview. Don't be scared of the girls. Really go for it, especially if you went through getting your esthetician license. Go ahead and apply for that job, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys when the sun rises. Bye!